Narcissist on Father's Day. Let's bring it all in. Let's clap for the narcissist on Father's Day. What do narcissists do on Father's Day? How are narcissists going to behave? How are they going to act? What goes through a narcissist's mind on Father's Day? That's what we talk about today, y'all. And guess what? I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and it's Father's Day. Let's get it. Let's hop right into it, y'all. Yes. Narcissist on Father's Day is going to be a very unique space to be in when you're dealing with this type of person. Let's just look, y'all. I say let's keep it hot and ready like a Little Caesar's pizza, and I mean let's keep it hot and ready like a Little Caesar's pizza. Let's piping hot. Narcissists are going to there are gonna be a few different ways that narcissists can act on Father's Day, right? But it really depends on their level of involvement in their child's life. Because if they have zero involvement in their children's lives, typically, you're not going to hear anything from them. Like so many narcissists on Father's Day that are deadbeats, that are just bums, that haven't helped out at all, that haven't done anything at all for their kids in forever. You probably won't hear from them today. They might disappear. It's going to be like this person doesn't exist. Because do they really exist? If a tree falls in the woods and there's no one there to hear it, does it make a sound? If a deadbeat narcissist gets off of Facebook or Instagram on Father's Day, do they make a peep? Do you even know? Right? So if they have no involvement, then they're typically not going to, you won't hear from them today at all. Right? Or whenever you're watching the movie, whenever you're watching this video, you probably didn't hear from them on Father's Day because they're ashamed. The shame is so deep. The shame runs so deeply in a narcissist's body, in a narcissist's heart or narcissist's mind that they're going to do this type of stuff all the damn time. They're going to do this type of stuff all the time. Seriously. Like they're going to disappear on Father's Day and you won't hear from them because you haven't heard from them in forever. Like it's like they don't exist in your life or your kids' lives regardless. So they probably won't exist today. Right? They won't exist on Father's Day. So you absolutely have to prepare for that. Prepare your kids for it. Because sometimes your kids might reach out to their deadbeat parents with an olive branch on Father's Day to just say Happy Father's Day, right? And they won't hear that they won't respond to your kids. Which to me is, hey, that's damn near evil. There's no other way to slice it. If your kids reach out to you on Father's Day and you don't respond, that's evil. That's dirty dog, bum ass behavior, and you deserve what you get in life, right? You deserve have the life you deserve, which shouldn't piss you off because you get into the life you feel like you deserve, right? Think about it like that, because there's so many they won't respond to your kids, so be wary of letting your kids, or if your kids want to reach out to them, just table their expectations, right? Especially if their father is a bum on Father's Day. Table your expectations. Truly table them, because that's what's going to happen, right? Like this is the type of stuff that is absolutely going to happen. Like on Father's Day, they might disappear. You might not hear from anything from them at all. But if they have minimal involvement at all, like if they talk to your kids every once in a while, you just might hear something from them today, right? You just might hear something from them today, or you're gonna see a Facebook post with some old pictures of the kids or whatever the case may be. They're gonna make some waves. There's gonna make some waves today because they expect to be celebrated regardless of how much effort that they put in, regardless of how much money they've paid for child support, how many bills they've helped pay, whatever the case may be. If they have very minimal to no involvement in your kids' lives, then be prepared for this to happen right here, because they're going to be prepared for them to just act like they're kings today, even though they have done peasant work. They're going to think that they're kings, even though they have behaved and acted like peasants. That really is going to be the brass tacks of it all sometimes, right? It's going to boil down to that sometimes. You get to that point right there where you see a lot of narcissistic people, like narcissistic deadbeat dads or whatever, deadbeat fathers, that will act a monkey today and want to be treated like a king. Now, the narcissistic mother on Father's Day, woo! We're gonna talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. I'm about this love. I'm gonna talk about the narcissistic moms on Father's Day. I know fellas. I know the fellas that follow me. They're like, Lee, what about the moms, man? I'm a good dad. And da-da-da. I got you. Just hold on. Just hold on. I promise I got you. I got you. No, but seriously. So now, if the narcissistic parent is highly involved, like co-parenting with you or counter-parenting, y'all know, right? If they're involved, man, they're gonna make today. Some of them will make today a living hell for you. If you have a narcissistic baby daddy or narcissistic ex-husband or husband or whatever, and they're highly involved in your kids' lives, they might make today a living hell for you, the other parent, because they're gonna feel like they're entitled to do so many things right here, right? They're gonna feel like they're entitled to, again, king treatment. King treatment. They want it all. Sometimes they don't even want the kids to be around them on Father's Day. They want a break or whatever the case may be. But they expect the kids to go all out for them. They expect, if y'all are still together, they expect you to go all out for them. Breakfast in bed, buns in bed, buns in the kitchen, buns in the bathroom, buns in the cheeks, clapping cheeks everywhere. They expect a round of applause in every room. They expect the world, right? Even though they are highly involved, they still might be emotionally disconnected, but they want to be celebrated. You're gonna get a lot of posts on social media today, maybe just like going through the motions of being a parent, right? Going through the motions of bragging about doing the bare minimum, bragging about just being present in their child's life, even though they might be emotionally neglectful or physically abusive to their children, right? Physically abusive to their children that they claim to love and care about. So that's something that a lot of people are going to experience today with the narcissistic father that is involved. They're highly involved. Now, those pesky narcissistic women on Father's Day. Come on in here. They might try, if you are a highly active father and you're trying to get your kids on Father's Day, just be prepared for them to have plans. I didn't know today was Father's Day. Why didn't you let me know? Nobody told me it was Father's Day. You didn't let me know. So no, I already have plans. We're going to they have to clean their rooms. They got to mow the yard. They got to cut the tree branches down. They got to build a tree house. They got to go work their jobs today, even though the kids are like 10 years old. They got to go to work. They got to do this. They got to be in bed by 5 p.m. today. So no, they don't have time for Father's Day. And no, they can't call you because they're busy. They're going to neglect you on Father's Day. Like the narcissistic moms on Father's Day are going to make sure that the good fathers, the good parents out there, the good co-parents are neglected. They're going to make you feel like crap. They're going to make you feel like so you have to, if today is your day to get your kids, be prepared for some type of struggle, right? Be prepared for some type of struggle because this happens too. Like they're going to try to struggle. And now if Father's Day just so happens to fall outside of your time, I hate that for you. If today is not your day, your scheduled day with your custody agreement or whatever the case may be, you probably won't get to your kid. You probably won't hear from your kids today. You know, I hope you do. I hope I'm wrong. I might be wrong in some situations, but some of them are going to make sure that you're going to have a living hell. Today's going to be a living hell for you. You might as well, it's going to be like you don't have kids. Right, because they're gonna be so bitter. I was gonna say so pitiful, but they'll be so bitter. I'll say it again. They'll be so bitter and spiteful. Bitter. You say that's why I came up with that. Bitterful. They'll be so bitter and so spiteful towards you. They're gonna try to make you have a hard, tough day. You will not get your kids today. No, it's not your scheduled day. Click. I would rather stick to the schedule today. Click. The narcissistic mothers on today are going to make it hard for the fathers to be good fathers, to spend time with your kids. They're not going to send you any pictures. They're going to block your phone number. They're going to go no contact with you today. They're going to give you the silent treatment today because you're trying to be a good parent, right? Because you're trying to be a good father. They're going to give you the silent treatment. They're going to make you feel like they're going to put you on punishment today. But also, y'all, narcissistic mothers, narcissistic fathers on Father's Day, this is one thing that everybody should be wary of. The Father's Day hoover. And what I mean by that is that some narcissists will use today as a way to hoover you back in. As a way now today, above all, I miss my family. I wish my family was still together. I wish I didn't have to celebrate Father's Day away from my family, away from everybody. I wish that today we could do this and do that. I wish today was a better day. I wish we didn't have to go through this right here. I wish things were different today. I really, really do. I wish things were truly different. I wish we could be together. I miss my family. I miss just waking up on Father's Day and doing this and being together on Father's Day. I really do miss that. So today could be one of those days where they try to hoover you back into the relationship because they claim to miss you, because they claim to want their family back together. Just be careful, y'all. With any holidays, especially Father's Day, it's going to be prime season for a lot of narcissistic people and a lot of manipulative people, a lot of abusive people to try to come back into your life. Watch out for the Father's Day hoover, because they do exist. They do exist. They're going to ask you for pictures of their kids that they don't even take care of. And then they're going to be like, I wish we could make it work. I wouldn't have to ask. You know what? I wouldn't have to ask for pictures if we were still in the same house. I wouldn't have to do that, right? I could just get up and go in the room and open the door and see my kids in there sleeping peacefully, and I could be at peace, you know? Too bad we can't be like that. It sucks that things had to work out the way they did. It sucks. I miss you. I love you. I want some buns. Be careful, y'all. Anyways, y'all, hope this video brought y'all some peace. I hope it brought y'all some clarity. I hope it brought y'all some understanding as well. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, y'all, and click one of the videos on the screen to watch it. Click one of the links on the screen to watch another video. And also, mentalhealness.net for all things Lee Hammock, my coaching, my courses, my support group. Everything is at mentalhealness.net. Check it out. I'm out. Peace.